Chelsea fans, Todd Boehly has come out and rattled people on stage where he was talking about the future of Chelsea Football Club, spoke about Cole Palmer, about Mauricio Pochettino, and the press conference basically rattled a lot of fans. I don't know why, I think it's just reactionary. I've got the full quotes. Then we're going to talk about Nico Williams. It looks like Chelsea have decided, not for us, we're not going to sign you, and the reason is actually very responsible for the club for one, and I'm very happy. A lot of you won't be, but the big one as well. Mauricio Pochettino, if I was your attorney, if I was your lawyer, if I was your advisor, if I was your Paul Heyman and you were my tribal chief, I would be going in with you to the board after a few days from the Bournemouth game, and I'll be telling you, this is the argument we need to make for you to keep your job. And I think this is what he's going to do, because these statistics that I've got for you are absolutely horrible. And Mauricio Pochettino, I don't know how you've been doing your job. You already know my stance. If Amorim is available, if Tuchel is available, get him. If not, Mauricio, big man, you're staying for another year. Let's get it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, Bratuchi. You already know what it is. I've got the latest Chelsea news for every single one of you. You're most probably thinking, who is this? With the guy that needs the Barnet fix. Yes, guys, it's been the longest since I've got a haircut. Tomorrow is the day. I'm going on holiday. So, uploads are going to be a little bit slower, but you're still going to be getting 1 or 2 videos every 3 days. So, it's beautiful. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you stay updated with the latest Chelsea news. And first of all, just support the channel. Free hit of the like button. But now, let's get started. I want to start with Nico Williams, because the reason I want to start with Nico Williams is it'll make the video flow nicer. We'll talk about Nico, we'll go into the Todd Boehly quote, and then we'll talk about Mauricio Pochettino's massive case that we need to bring forward as me being Paul Heyman. However, Nico Williams has been linked with Chelsea, he's been linked with Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, and basically every club in Europe. He's a 21-year-old Spanish international. He was heavily liked by Luis Enrique when he was the manager of Spain. He even got a few caps at a tournament, if I'm not mistaken. However, he is essentially available for 50 million euros this summer, and everybody is saying, we need to get Nico Williams, we need to go get Nico Williams. I've said, through the little sample size of games that I've seen, I am yet to be impressed with what everyone sees. I think he's got potential. I think he's got talent. But is he ready for Chelsea? No. Is he meant to be coming in as a starter? Because that's what he would be signed at. At 50 million, he would not come and be happy to sit on the bench. He would have to start. I don't think this is a good move. And it looks like Chelsea have decided not to do this move. They were not going to go in and throw the hat into the ring. Why? The kid's on 200,000 euros a week. That's 172,000 pounds at the moment. Any move he makes, he's going all the way to 220, 250. Because there's no way a fee that is going to be cost 50 million euros for a player with this much hype is going to just be that value. His agents are going to get a beautiful payoff, and he's going to get a good signing on fee on top of great wages for 5 to 6 years. That's the new trend. So for me, the fact that Chelsea is saying no, I think is very irresponsible. And these are the stats why I think this is a move that Chelsea fans would not like. He's had 100 La Liga games, 3 years of football, right? This is semi-experienced player. I don't care if he's 21. He's played 100 La Liga games, 6,000 minutes on his body clock. This is a player that has played good, consistent first-team football. 69 starts. He's got 10 goals. He's got 10 goals. He averages a goal every 600 minutes. Like, that for me is not good enough. He averages a goal every 1 in 6.7 games. At Chelsea, 50 million euros. You think that would be accepted? Noni Madueke is getting cooked for 30 million. Misha's getting cooked for 62 million. And I'm not even going to laughing at you. Mudryk and Nico Williams have the same output. They literally have the same output. Yet people want us to go sign him. I'm sorry, no. He's far too unproductive. We need a shooter. We need somebody that is going to go and be maybe close to Cole Palmer level, right? Of putting out output. Around about 15 league goals, 14 league goals. You mix that up with Nicholas Jackson, you mix that up with Cole Palmer, all of a sudden you've got a good player on their hands. Honestly, I would rather next season, if they want to buy a creative winger, just use Omari Hutchinson. And if you're giving up on the Mudryk experiment. Like, if you're giving up on Mudryk, use Omari Hutchinson, my personal. It's become a new theme now that Chelsea fans have decided anything that happens with the club, you just have to be negative, right? It is the new way. Oh my God, we won a game. Oh, it means Poch is going to keep his job. We lost the game. Sack the manager. We bought by a player. He's a kid. Why are we buying him? We invest in an experienced player, he's not good enough. We spend money. This is bad. We're spending too much money. We don't spend money. They're being cheap. They're only using us for profit. What have I heard? The ownership never talks publicly. Todd Boehly spoke publicly. And guess what happened? There's an uproar. There's upset fans. And this is exactly why owners don't speak publicly. I've said it in the past. He can't say anything without people taking it out of context, or more importantly, forensically analyzing. What did he say from this meeting? That I've got 4 quotes, right? And for me, I actually think it's refreshing that he's being honest. He said, number 1, the last 2.5 games have been amazing. We've played beautiful football, very fluid. It feels like it's what we've been building. What's wrong with what he said there? You agree with it. I agree with it. Everyone agrees. The last 2.5 games have been good. The second half against Aston Villa has been brilliant. We absolutely battered Spurs in a control sense. It was the best performance of us controlling the game. And then West Ham was just champagne football. Every player was expressing themselves. Why is he not allowed to say that? Then he goes on to say it's coming together a lot quicker and people are slowly changing their perspective. It's true. Prior to those games, what happened? It literally was the most toxic I've been as a Chelsea fan. It's the most toxic my comment section has been. We get a couple of wins and everyone's happy. It's a modern day football fan. It's a football fan. We are fickle, all of us. We love when our team's winning, the players are the best. The minute the players lose a few games, we're starting to question everything. I had people tell me Badiashile's a bad footballer. Enzo's not good enough for Chelsea. Caicedo's a waste of money. All of a sudden, the Caicedo prop is back. Caicedo's stock is moving. Caicedo coin is at an all-time high. Buy it now because I'm telling you the price is getting inflated. Listen, this is the truth and he's right. And yet people are like, oh my God, look at him. Then, as the businessman that he is, he obviously spoke about the brand. People hate that word. Do not refer to Chelsea as a brand. They get absolutely triggered. Anytime you say market share or brand, oh my God, we're not a corporate company, we're a football club. We're a corporate company. Look at our revenue. Look at the amount of sponsors we have. This is a corporate company. This isn't a football club anymore. This is a massive entity that generates millions and spends millions. This is a corporate company. Then what was very interesting, he said, look, I want Cole Palmer to be a household name in the US. We want him to develop. Maurizio deserves credit. We got him for £40 million. The scouting team deserves credit. He is somebody we're proud of. And he goes on to say, we want him to grow the Chelsea brand in the US. Yet people are offended by that. Oh my God, all he cares about is building the brand. Of course, he owns a stake of the pie. They bought Chelsea to make us bigger. They bought Chelsea to make us make more money. They don't care about only winning because it means the Chelsea get a trophy. They want to make money. They're not investing 2.5 billion for us not to build the entity that is Chelsea so one day they can sell it. Come on, man, stop being silly. You don't own Chelsea, I don't own Chelsea. We would invest into Chelsea, A, to make money, because obviously if I'm investing 2.5 billion, I want to make money. But B, because I love the club. Do you know what I mean? I want to have a great time and enjoy my club being great. Yet, they're not fans like us. So stop living in that fantasy land. But he also said, look, we want to make sure that we grow in Brazil, we grow in Argentina, hence we're investing in those markets. We're buying players from there. And you can see this is the case. Nico Williams, there's a reason we're getting him. There's a reason they want to grow in South America and they're getting Kendry Price, Andre Santos, Angelo, Washington, David. They're buying these players because A, they can flip them for more money in the future, they're hoping. And B, if those players bang, do you know the market that they're opening in Brazil? Do you understand how big Vini is in Brazil? Do you understand how big Neymar is in Brazil? If we get the next one up, we basically have that Brazilian market on tap. Chelsea kits are going to get selling there like crazy. Chelsea Games, the commercial entity of Chelsea, is going to be massive. For them, this is big. And what did he say? This is the part that I really love. He said, winning is super important to get a new fan. It's one of the most important things. Thank you. These people understand, well, at least Todd Boehly does. I don't know what the other 60% of the Gabali and the investment bank think. However, he gets it. He wants to invest, he wants to win. And for me, this is all I can ask for. An owner that wants to win and puts his money where his mouth. They have put their money. Have they made mistakes? 100%. They have made mistakes. Are they learning from these mistakes? It looks like they are. We're no longer signing players like Koulibaly on big wages, Raheem Sterling on big wages, Cucurella on big wages. No, we're buying players that are younger with resale value on smarter wages. We're getting cheaper individuals such as Badiashile, who's a good player to bring into the squad. Then we're investing into the stars, Caicedos, the Enzo. You know, like we're looking at Malo Gustos, Cole Palmers. It's more calculated in how we're doing business. Honestly, I don't care about the age. I care about the quality of the players that we're bringing in. And I'm not going to lie to you, there haven't been too many misses. Every club has hits and misses. Our misses since last January haven't been that bad. That's just my personal opinion. Let me hear yours. So Matt Laws officially confirmed that a few days after the Bournemouth game, which is the final game of the season, Mauricio is going to have his decision made. Judgment Day will be made. We will know what's happening. We'll have Damien Priest shouting there, "Everybody rise!" And the reality is, we're going to know the fate of Mauricio Pochettino. However, this is what, if I'm Pochettino, I go in with. Hopefully, 6th place. Hopefully, he can talk about a semi-final and a final of cups at Wembley. And the biggest mitigating circumstance, this is absolutely mad. We've had 54 injuries, which resulted in players missing 309 games. So accumulated, the number of games these players have missed is 309. This is nearly 50 more than second place, who are Newcastle with 38 injuries. Can you imagine? We've had 14 more injuries than Newcastle United, who are in second. That is mind-boggling, and it's absolutely, definitely a mitigating circumstance. Guys, I've been very critical of Pochettino, and I still am. I actually think Pochettino should have done a lot better. I think the squad that we have, he's really underachieved. I do think he has mitigating circumstances, but I think we should have seen the system. We should have seen the adjustments a lot earlier than we have. So I don't want to be the guy now where people say, "Oh, you really changed your team in a couple of wins." No, I would still sack him. If Amorim was available, if Tuchel was available, if Nagelsmann was available, if, Alonso was available, I want an upgrade. I don't want a sideways move. Hence, we just need to be a little bit more responsible. We need to be a little bit more cool. And I honestly hope that we get Europa League football, because this is the key. Matt Law has said that, and he's reiterated. We get Europa League football, he keeps his job, basically. If we don't, I think it's going to be adios, amigo, Mr. Pochettino. I think it'll be harsh, but I think he'll deserve it. We need to maintain some sort of standards. And I feel like he's underachieved if we don't get Conference League, because the last 3 games are winnable. Forest, Brighton, Bournemouth. You win those 3, Newcastle will drop points. United will get something out of that game, or someone will. So let's be honest, let's be smart, and fingers crossed we get what we need. Come on the boys, guys. Tomorrow I'm flying. So I'm not going to be able to make a video, but there will be a match review straight after the Chelsea game on Saturday. So I hope you lot will be tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Here's a video on Kavkas View, so you guys get to know what's going on with that deal. And more importantly, see you later.